going to read for 24 hours. I'm gonna read for 24 hours, but I'm not gonna read 24 hours straight. Like, seriously, I won't be able to do it, at least not at this point currently with, my concentration issues and in general my mental health. Like, I don't want to risk that. So we're gonna read for 24 hours over the next few days. Yeah, and I'm gonna set a timer and we'll see how much I can get done in 24 hours. And for the beginning of this video, I'm gonna read All That's Left in the World by Eric J. Brown. And I've already started this book. I'm on page 86, 87, and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's a dystopian story about two boys. I think it's gonna be a gay love story. I think it's pretty obvious that it's gonna be a gay love story. And it's a YA book. There's an apocalypse in this book, which was caused by a pandemic. We follow these two boys. Yeah, and I hope they're gonna fall in love, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna fall in love. This is actually a book that my boyfriend picked out for me when we were in Berlin. Yeah, I'm very excited for this because like he never picked out a book for me before. It was just like we were browsing and he was like, oh, this looks like something you would enjoy, and I'm very excited to see if he was right. But like so far, like for the first 80 pages, 86 pages, I would say he was right. But we'll see. So yeah, I can't wait to see how it will continue, and I think we're just gonna get into the reading vlog. So I'm gonna start the timer. Let's start reading. Exactly for 1 hour now, and I've gotten to page 129. Let me do the math real quick. So I've read 40 pages in 1 hour. So 45 minutes into reading I became very hungry, so I've made some dinner with my boyfriend and we ate, and yeah, and I changed into a cozy outfit. And now I've read exactly for 1 hour and I've gotten to page 129. Which is pretty exciting because that means I have read 40 pages in 1 hour, and that is pretty fast for me personally because yeah, I usually read around, it depends on the book, but I usually read around 20 to 30 pages in an hour. But yeah, it really depends on what I'm reading, and this one is going by really fast and I'm really enjoying it. Like, it's a lot of fun. It feels like a zombie movie but without the zombies. Apocalypse movies and zombie movies, like, yes. The relationship between Andrew and Jamie is so cute, like they are just... Nothing has happened yet, but the way they think about each other is already... it's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna continue reading and I'll be back with an update. So it's Wednesday, and yesterday I've read, yesterday I've read around 2 hours and 11 minutes. I try to read like 2 hours every day, so like it's not the best time for me personally. But yeah, my concentration just wasn't there yesterday, so I'm feeling very motivated today and I'm so excited to have a full day of reading. And I've come to page 183 and there have been some super cute moments. Oh my gosh. It kind of gives me Ari and Dante in dystopian vibes. Like, I don't know, just their dynamic. I'm really in love with the story. I feel like it's very action-packed and very tense, but also like the characters are so lovable so far, and I'm always like, oh my gosh, I hope they're gonna make it, and it's really good. Sometimes I have these phases where I like read like the whole day, but then on other days I'm just like not, and then like for months sometimes I'm not. So hopefully today I can read like 6 to 8 hours, and we'll see how far I get. And we'll be going to the park later and reading there and having a little, not a little picnic, but like, I don't know, reading on a blanket in a park. I really can't wait for this day. The weather is amazing. But first I'm gonna make some breakfast. I have finished All That's Left in the World by Eric J. Brown within 6 hours and 13 minutes. So yeah, let's talk about my feelings about this book. I really don't know where to start because I have so many feelings about this, and it has been a journey, but I got to say a really good one. It was a really good journey. And at the beginning it was so incredibly character driven, but I would say like 90 pages in it got super intense, and then all the way through, and there were some fantastic side characters that I really fell in love with. So much fun that there was always something happening, and you were always like on the edge of your seat, or you were just swooning for the characters, or you were, I don't know, I was all of these things all of the time. And yeah, it was just a roller coaster of emotions. Andrew and Jamie are just everything. It was super slow burn, which I also really loved. Like, I love slow burn romance stories, and it wasn't only focused on the romance, which I also enjoyed. And there was so much depth to the world and so much depth to the characters. And yeah, just go read it if you haven't yet. If you're looking for a queer read, definitely pick this up because it was a really great time, and I've rated it 5 out of 5 stars. And I'm so grateful for my boyfriend that he picked this out for me, because I probably wouldn't have read it by now. Like, I probably wouldn't even own it if he didn't say anything, if he didn't say like that I would enjoy this one. Now I have to think about what I want to read next, and I'm so in between genres, I gotta say. Like, I'm really feeling like reading a romance book, but I've already read a bunch of those, so I don't know, maybe I should take a little break from romance. So I'm thinking maybe I should read some literary fiction, and Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Melos came in the mail yesterday, and I'm also kind of feeling like reading something magical. The first book I had to think about that was on my TBR was this one, which is Lonely Castle in the Mirror by Mizuki Tsujimura. I hope I said this right. I'm not really good with other languages, like even English is a struggle for me sometimes. And yeah, this one really speaks to me because it's supposed to be like whimsical and magical, and it connects like the real world to a magical world, and I always love stories like this. I don't know, I'm kind of torn. But yeah, I've read so many books that are set like in the real world lately, and maybe it's time for another fantasy. That's what I've been thinking. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with Lonely Castle in the Mirror for now. Hopefully I can read a little bit more than like yesterday, because like yesterday I said I'm gonna read for 6 to 8 hours and I've only read for 4. I'm hoping to read about 4 to 6 hours. I'm gonna lower my expectations a little, so maybe it works a little bit better. But yeah, let's go! I kind of underestimated this whole challenge. I thought like, okay, there are 24 hours in a day, I'll just split it up in like 3 days and read for 7 to 9 hours every day. But like it really doesn't work like that, because like you still have a life, and the 24-hour readathons work this well because you kind of pause your life for 24 hours and you just read the whole day. But if you do it for several days, it's kind of hard to keep it up, not gonna lie. It's definitely been an experience so far, and I'm kind of enjoying reading this much, but it's also like hard not to get distracted and like to fit all of these other things in. So yesterday I've read for around 4 hours, so let's look at the time.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
Oh no, my timer reset itself. Things like this always happen to me. So I took a screenshot when I stopped reading. So this was the time after I finished reading last night. I'm gonna put it on the screen somewhere on what hour we're reading now. I say let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. I completely forgot to mention that I started today at page 136. I really want to finish this today, at least I'm hoping to finish this today, which means I have to read 220 pages in total today. Wish me luck. Let's hope I can do it. It would mean I have to read for another 7 hours, but I kind of think I can do it. Like, I don't know. I'm in a really good mood today, and I'm also really enjoying this book so far. Like, It's a lot of fun and it's very different from anything I've ever read before. The whole concept of the castle behind the mirrors is very cool. I'm also really enjoying that the characters are very diverse and that they all have like very unique struggles, and that they're all struggling with going to school, because I've also had trouble going to school when I was younger, so I completely relate to this. So yeah, wish me luck that I can finish this today. Down, 5 more to go. I really gotta say, it really helps that I'm enjoying this book so much, but I'm still really motivated. Wow. Oh my gosh. I've just finished this and wow, my mind is blown. I have so many thoughts and I can't really express them right now. Like, that ending. That ending was insane. This book has seriously blown my mind and was so wild but so cool. How it all came together in the end and how it all like made so much sense. There was plot twist after plot twist after plot twist. If you're looking for found family, if you're looking for different characters with like a very unique storyline, and you're looking for something like with magical realism in it, this is the book. I'm telling you, this is the book. And yeah, I'm gonna put on the screen how much time it took me to read the book and how much time I was reading in total now. But yeah, this is definitely a 5 out of 5 star read. So happy I read this. I'm so happy I bought it and I listened to other people's reviews on it and I was like, yeah, that sounds like something I would enjoy, and I totally enjoyed it. One of the best books I've read so far this year. I know I said this about All That's Left in the World, but they both are in very different ways very like extremely good books. This was a very intense but also like such a great reading vlog. Yeah, I can't wait to see what I'll read tomorrow. I also have therapy sessions tomorrow in the morning and I need to do a little bit of uni work. I'm gonna go watch one of the last episodes of Germany's Next Top Model now with my boyfriend, and I'm very excited for that because this is one of our favorite shows to watch together and the season's almost over. So yeah, see you tomorrow. It's my next and last book for this reading vlog. I've picked Better Than the Movie Spell and Painter because I've been hearing a lot about the story and was craving a light and fluffy contemporary of The Lonely Castle in the Mirror. This book is so hyped up and I was honestly a little scared going into it that it wasn't going to live up to my expectations. And at the beginning I did struggle a little with my connections to the characters because the main character only showed very superficial sides of herself. But as the story went on, we got to see more of her quirkiness and her depth, which I really liked. I also really enjoyed the dynamic between Wes and Liz, but it was a little bit frustrating to read about her obsession with getting a good guy and then not seeing how Wes was the actual good guy until the very end. I know that this is how romance stories often work, that the main character's oblivious to what a great person is caring about them, but still. But what I did really love was the mentioning of many different romance movies and also very diverse music that wasn't only the most popular music at the moment. There were mentions of the White Stripes and Mac Miller, which is music I personally really love. Here you can see me getting emotional towards the end of the book, and yeah, it really did get to me. Even if there were some parts of the story that didn't completely click with me, it was still a very fun and emotional read, and if you're a fan of cute rom-coms, you'll definitely enjoy this. I've ended up giving it 4.25 out of 5 stars, and it took me exactly 7 hours and 32 minutes to finish it, which made me actually finish the 24-hour reading challenge. Yay! And I felt super accomplished after reading 3 books in a week. Wow! Like, as a slow reader, that's such an accomplishment, and I was really, really proud of myself. And also, you can be proud of yourself too if you've read anything this week. Like, that's such an accomplishment. Please don't compare yourself to other people, to other readers who read more than you, who read less than you, whatever. Like, you are your own person and you do your own thing. I know that it's sometimes so easy to fall into the spiral of comparing yourself to other people, but you are unique the way you are, and that's wonderful. So yeah, that's all from me today, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye!